Hey guys, how's it going? This is Davin with Davin D Doodles, and it has been too long. I am so sorry for abandoning this channel for about a year, but there was some crazy stuff happening. For instance, when you live in New Orleans and a hurricane that comes barreling at you at almost a Category 5, that kind of puts a damper on things for a while. But there's also been some other stuff. For instance, this is my first video in a new art studio in an entirely different state. My husband got transferred, and so this is my first video over in our new house in Florida. So if the lighting's a little weird, it's because I finally managed to find all my lighting stuff. It's a whole new room. There's windows everywhere, and I'm not sure how, clearly you're able to see stuff. It's a work in progress. So I apologize in advance. I'm not going to go too much into everything that's been going on. I'll save that for a coloring chat one day, but I did want to go ahead and reach out to you guys, let you know that I am still okay. I am going to be making videos again, and I just wanted to show you some of the stuff I've been collecting for almost a year now. So, first and foremost, everyone probably knows this book already. It's Pop Manga Dragons and Other Magically Mythical Creatures by our favorite Camilla D'Erico. I have all of her books now, and I have not colored in any of them because they're too pretty. I honestly think I need to just buy a second version of all her books so I don't get that like, oh my god, I'm gonna mess it up feeling. But I actually pre-ordered this, and I'm so glad I did because it is so beautiful and it's so cute. And I can't, one day I really want to work in it. I want to get the courage. But when I pre-ordered it, I actually bought two other things with it. If you're able to see, this is a 1,000 piece puzzle of one of her prints. And not only did I get this one, but I got this one. And this isn't something that I'll feature on the channel or anything. I hope you can see with all that freaking shrink wrap on it. I almost want to keep these sealed, like they're too cute. But I know no one's gonna want to watch me do a puzzle, so obviously I'm not gonna have that on the channel. But that is something that I bought in combination with this book. And it is something that I went ahead and pre-ordered for my birthday. So that was just something I kind of gave to myself as like, congratulations, you survived, you've made it another year. Go buy something nice. And then all of this, can you see all this? All of this color in heaven awesomeness is thanks to Kori, I believe that's her name, over at Colorfully Optimistic. Is that, I think, her channel name? I recently found her because of her watercolor work, and when she told me during one of her hauls that you can get these on Etsy, I about died, and I went and spent an entire paycheck on that stuff. I won't lie. Okay, I didn't spend one paycheck, but I split it between a couple of orders, okay? And basically, I don't like a lot of their stuff, but the stuff that I did like, they had in stock, so apparently I like the stuff other people don't. And I can't find these anywhere. I can't find them at the local stores, and I'm not into ordering on Amazon anymore, so this was a huge find for me. And I went and I ordered the Steampunk Special. I got their Flowers Compendium because I love flowers. You guys, I'm sitting in a room full of houseplants and flowers, and I have a huge garden outside now. Maybe I should do like a art room studio tour / garden tour and just show you guys the crap that I have. It's amazing, but you gotta let me know down in the comments because I gotta clean this place before I show it to you. But the garden is massive. I just love flowers. I love coloring flowers. Putting color pencils in these books is like butter. I love it. So of course I had to get the annual 2022. I have the annual 2021, so I'm getting the annual 2022, and I will continue doing that route as they come out, if I can find them. This one I actually have two of. It was a happy accident. I ordered this one originally, and then I didn't realize I had already bought it, because reasons, I guess. But this one arrived totally bent. Like, the entire book is bent. There's no saving this one. I mean, I could try to like press it down, which I originally did, but every page has a huge crease in it, and I was so upset. So when I realized I had a second one and it actually came totally fine, it was very much a happy accident. So that's a Colorful Adventure Storybook Special, And I really like the idea of having a story told through coloring pages. That seems really cool. And it's of course by one of my favorite illustrators, Josh Lee, that does a lot of work with these guys. Almost all these books have some sort of illustration with him in it, or her, I'm not sure. Josh is, it could be a dude, it could be a girl, whichever. I've also got the Gods and Goddesses special. It looks like they kind of went all over mythology with this, at least Greek and Roman, maybe. I can't remember if there's any like Nordic or anything like that in here, but this seemed fun, so I went ahead and bought it. That way, in case I get creative enough and feel like coloring a bunch of people. And then for Mermaid, at least that was my intention before May just went south. We'll just say that it went south. My intention was to actually participate in Mermaid this year, both doing illustrations with my Duncan and Pooja characters, and to have like some colorful mermaids, you know, special pictures done in this book, because they're really freaking cute. Well, some of them are really cute, we'll say that. There's some illustrators in here I don't necessarily care for. But a lot of these are very cute, and so it was my intention to participate, and then that didn't happen. So that's all the books I think I bought though, and I can still, you know, go through and do a bunch of these, which I plan to do. I just don't know if I'm going to strictly do pencil. I feel like pencil is the best thing to use in these. I wouldn't be able to use any kind of paint. Maybe I could use the test book, that really bent up book, and see how it will handle some paint. I don't think anything watercolor would work on that though, but you know, maybe some acrylics or some folk art or something like that would be okay. I did actually buy a clearance pack of a bunch of washi tape. I don't really remember what my intention was with this, besides the fact that I plan to start doing more watercoloring. So maybe I was just gonna use this for the border. I think I was also intending to start bullet journaling, but that didn't happen either. So there's also a bunch of those, but I really, really like them because of course they have flowers and then they have cactus. So that was like my favorite thing. You know, flowers, cactus, all that good stuff. One of my favorite things that I actually got these for Christmas. I got the Ohuhu pastel set, which I know at this point is like way old news, but I got the Ohuhu pastels, which I could probably do an opinion thing on, but at this point everyone probably already has their own opinions. This is actually their grayscale one. I was very excited to get these as well. I love the shades, the hues, like the little slight differences. It kind of irks me that like the cool grays in here are not the same as the set in the 72. But all of these are the brush nibs, if I can get you up there. These are all brush and chisel. And I was a little bit, I won't lie, I was slightly disappointed with these and the pastel set, which is what I initially meant to grab, because I felt like the colors were still very, very saturated. There were very few in here that I felt were truly pastel and weren't like still kind of in your face, almost neon colored. And I gotta admit, I really don't know that I liked some of those sandy colors they included in the pastel set. They have their place, don't get me wrong, I actually found use for them already. But I was a little bit disappointed in some of the choices from Ohuhu, and I think that's just because they're doing a lot to try and get themselves a niche. And they're trying to decide like what people want and how they can make the most money for their sets, which I understand. But when you advertise pastel, this was not what I was really having in mind. I wanted more of a toned down pastel set. But beggars can't be choosers. This was a Christmas gift. I do use them regularly and I still really, really like them. So that was a big thing that I got. And I think the last thing that I really received that I'm super excited about is, this is actually a sketchbook that was released by a YouTube creator. A lot of you may know, or well, maybe not a lot of you, some of you may know Nerdforge. She does a lot of dioramas, she makes some beautiful paintings, and she released a sketchbook. And my husband bought this for me for, I think it was my birthday, and it didn't arrive on time because it came from like way overseas somewhere. But this is a legit sketchbook. It is huge. There's like over 300 pages or something. And this paper, for anyone looking for a paper that's gonna handle your paint, and I mean like acrylic paints, watercolor, I'm not so sure with. This thing will take a lot. Look at how sturdy these pages are. Like, I don't know how well color pencils might do. It does have a little bit of tooth, but not a ton. So it's not like your Bristol papers. And I'm in love with this thing. I don't know that I could ever put pictures in it, but I'm super excited because one day I might get brave enough to do it. I have to get over that whole mental hurdle of, I can't do it. I can't bring myself to destroy something so pretty when its whole purpose is to be used. This is something that I'm really hoping is going to be able to do well with laying flat. It looks like it'll be able to. So, I mean, that's a huge plus. I am in love with this sketchbook, and for someone that likes to draw and do illustrations, it'll be good for me. Whether you guys like it, that's, you know, maybe not so much. It's not coloring related, but it's there, it's new. You might see it on the channel at some point when I start coloring something. So that's actually pretty much all that I've collected. I'm not doing a ton in the way of like collecting coloring books or coloring supplies anymore. I'm trying to focus more on using what I have. And a lot of these were gifts, or these were kind of, in the case of these, they were more impulse buys once I realized they were readily available somewhere. So I'm really hoping to get back into it. We'll see whether I start with one of these or like an easier Jade Summer, doing some alcohol markers, but I do plan to start posting regularly again. It's definitely going to be good for me to get back into my creative space. And I just wanted to touch base and let you guys know that I am okay. I have not disappeared off the face of the earth. I wasn't kidnapped, but I am going to start up, and I hope that you guys enjoyed this short little video. I miss talking to you. And again, if you're interested in seeing the new setup I have for an art room, let me know, because I'm really proud of it. It's really cute, and I kind of want to show it off, but I'm not sure if anyone would be interested in actually seeing it. I need to continue setting it up. I still have a lot of things in boxes, so maybe I'll get started on that once the video is done. Anyway, I appreciate you checking out the video, and I again apologize that it's been such a long time. You guys have a great weekend, stay safe, and I will see you soon.